Yo, what's up? This is your boy Omi. Listen, you can check out my interview on Star TV. Be safe over there in Hungary, man. I love you, Omi, fan of my fans. I'm out. Yeah, so how am I doing? I'm doing good. How have I been spending my days during quarantine? I mean, I'm normally a guy who is home whenever I can be. So it's like, this is not new territory for me. You know what I mean? I do the same thing that I would normally do. Get on my piano and write, or I'm on my computer designing houses. You know, that's another one of my passions. But it's not as bad, you know? And I'm trying to exercise, like, you know, the extra hygiene is what I call it. The extra hygiene. You know, to wash my hands and try to protect myself if I do have to go out, you know what I mean? So, yeah, and I urge everybody to do the same. It's really important. What else could I give to pass the time in quarantine? Well, I think now's the time y'all need to reset. Like, we all need to reset. Like, to think about all the things that we want to do, or all the things we've always wanted to do. Now's the time where you get to process it, you know, because this will be over. At some point, this has to be over. And moving forward, you gotta have a game plan. So, yeah, this is how I'm using my time. How my career started. Well, it all started when I was born, September 3rd, 1986. I'm just kidding. I've always been exposed to music, you know, being born in Jamaica. We are one of the most diverse cultures in the world, you know, so I was predisposed to music, and my father was also a singer-songwriter, so I think it all started there. It all started to, that was the conception. At 14, I started writing poems. I started having a love for wordplay, you know. At 18, 19, I started visiting underground studios, you know, recording. For the first time, I heard what my voice sounded like on a record. And then, in my early 20s, I met Clifton Dillon. Goes by the name Specialist. Like, he's one of the top producers in Jamaica. He has, from Shaba, Kimani, Patra, like Cobra, he has worked with so many people and been on so many projects, you know? So with his wisdom, his experience, he sort of took me under his wings. And it wasn't just about the music, you know, he tried to empower me as a person, as a man, to nurture my mind, you know, and I think that's what has got me this far today, to become a multi-platinum selling artist, and I'm very thankful for it. I'm very grateful. Well, my most popular song, yeah, Cheerleader is my most popular song. This song had so many videos before we finally, like, agreed that, okay, this was going to be the one. we've had so many interesting concepts and directions as it relates to the video, but yeah, this was the one that we finally stuck with, and I think it connected well with people. It was good. It was awesome working with Sheila Marie and the rest of the cast. You know, pretty easy to work with. They were energetic. They were like the physical part of the song, if you know what I mean. Because the song, it's representing something that is so relatable, but then their portrayal of, you know, what this visual depiction should be was so interesting and so vibrant. You know, I was just in love with the whole thing. When I need motivation, my one solution is my queen, 'cause she stays strong, yeah. She is always in my corner, right there when I want her. All these other girls are tempting, but I'm empty when you're gone. And they say, do you need me? Do you think I'm pretend? Do I make you feel like cheating? I'm like, no, not really, cause oh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader. She is always right there when I need her, yeah. My most memorable moment in my music career, I would say, you know, that initial stage when you're going on all the promotional tours and you're meeting everybody and it's so exciting and this is your moment and you feel like the sky is the limit. And yeah, I think that was like the most exciting point for me. And then going platinum and looking at my history, you know, coming from a humble beginning, I had like a huge appreciation for everything that was happening. So yeah. To be honest, my favorite songs haven't been released as yet. And I know it sounds like if I'm to be honest, like we have so many songs in my catalog, and the funny thing is every time that I record a song, I'm like, yo, this one's my favorite song. And then I might record a song the next day or the next week, and I'm like, oh no, this is my favorite song. So it changes, and I think we are like that. Like people in general are like that. Like you hear so many music coming through the radio waves every day, and you're like, yo, I love this song so much. But it's okay. It's okay to cheat musically. You can be in love with more than one song. So my favorite lyrics in my song is actually from one of my songs that we've not released yet. It goes, "'Cause you will never see me down in the bin, searching for my next dinner. You could have hit me like the Father yet sin, like how the devil doesn't give a damn about a sinner." Yeah, I just love that part. I don't know, like I think it goes by so quickly, but when you really stop to think about it, you're like, yo, that's some real ish right there. You know what I mean? That's real dope. Hula Hoop was the second single, like a follow-up to Cheerleader. And I think it did pretty well. We got a few platinums off of Hula Hoop. You know, I worked with Jensen Vaughn on this track. Jensen Vaughn, awesome dude. Really awesome dude. You know what I mean? Loves music just like I do. So there was a chemistry, you know? Yeah, and I think it pretty much captured like the essence of Omi and who I was at the time, you know what I mean? So yeah, pretty cool track. Cool video too. Performing with Taylor Swift on her 1989 tour. That was awesome. First of all, I was humbled, you know, when she asked me to be on it. And yeah, I even hitched a ride with her on her private jet, you know, back to where I was going. And she was so nonchalant about it too. Like, I was like, yeah, my driver is coming up to take me back to where I'm staying. And she was like, where are you staying? And I told her, and she was like, yeah, why don't you just hitch a ride with us on my private jet? I was like, I looked at my manager like he was my dad, like, can we? You know what I mean? And he was like, he gave me the nod because he's like that, you know what I mean? It was like, I was like, yeah, sure. You know, but that was cool, and we had a chance to talk. You know, I met her mom, you know, awesome lady. You know, it was just real interesting because you see these people on TV, but you don't know, like, outside of that, you know, they're real people. You know what I mean? They're real people outside of the character of who they are. You know what I mean? They're real people, so it was good to kind of chop it up with her, you know, on that airplane flight. What are my plans for the future? Can I be honest? Let us all try to get through 2020. No, but in all seriousness, like, 2020 is, and with everything that's going on, has caused us to kind of strategize better. Like, we are coming up with new strategies and direction and how we're going to do things, because what we're trying to do, we're trying to work around what's going on and trying to coexist with everything that's going on. So we are just like everybody else, using the media platform to get our content out there, to market ourselves, and our brand. So we're gonna do like the concerts. We're still gonna do the releases, like we're releasing new music, and we're still making plans for after this is passed. So there are no physical tours or being in that environment for right now, so we can't really plan around that. But we're doing the things that most artists are doing right now. We're trying to use the social media platform to our advantage, basically. The process of recording Me For You was actually fun. One of the reasons why I think it was fun was because I got to travel a lot. Like, some of the album was done in London, some was done in the US, some of it was done in Jamaica. So I got to travel, meet different people, worked with different producers on it, and I got advice from different people. I get to know the inner workings of how this thing is, music. So it was a pretty interesting project for me. My latest song, I Want You, that one was actually pretty cool too. We recorded that song in London. I Want You, like the range was out of my comfort zone, and that's one of the biggest thing for me. Like, this is 2020, and I know people know me from Cheerleader, but what I want them to see is growth. And I think I Want You, it kind of pulled me out of my box, pulled me out of my comfort zone, and kind of like presented a different range to my fans. So I really appreciated that song. What's my biggest dream? I'm living my biggest dream right now. And I know it sounds like a very diplomatic or cliche answer, but I am. One of the reasons is because I think all this time, growing up, I've just always wanted to be happy and make an impact on the world. Like, I know we don't have forever. So I want to use this time that I have here to change the lives of people. Doesn't matter how many. And if I'm able to do that, then I'm leaving a legacy behind. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm living my dream right now. Who inspired me? I have quite a few inspirations. I draw inspiration from different people. Like my father being one. I was inspired by who my father was. They are my musical icons, like Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, you know what I mean? In that different genre, there is Sam Cooke, Nat King Cole, James Brown, Michael Jackson, John Legend, you know what I mean? So I draw influence and inspiration from so many different people. And as an artist, as a musician, you're supposed to do that. Otherwise, you just be one-dimensional. You know what I mean? And I don't want to be one-dimensional. Something people would be surprised to know about me. I'm Jamaican. I'm just kidding. Well, I'm an artist. Apart from being an artiste, I'm an artist. I draw, I paint, I design houses. What I would want to say to my fans right now? Well, first of all, let me say this. You guys have been awesome over the years. You've given me such love and support. I couldn't have done any of this without you. And I know this speech might sound cliche, like, this is a script, but I'm really saying it from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate you guys, and I thank you for the love and support that you've given me. I will do my best to keep bringing you good music, good entertainment. You know what I mean? With that being said, let's look forward to life after 2020, and just stay safe, follow the guidelines, keep your family safe, and just let's get through this together, man. Omi, fan of my fans forever, love.